Hey everybody, I wanted to take a moment and show you how to use Towny. Towny is a system that we use here on the server for creating and managing plots. So when you first joined the server, you would have joined somebody else's town automatically. What that means is when you go and you warp to a plot and you buy a plot, you are part of that town. Now the town might be my town, the town might be another user's town. It just depends at that moment whose town you join. Whoever has open plots, that's whose town you join. But as soon as you're promoted to trusted, you may come out to some land where it's completely open. There's nothing out here. There's no building out here. I'm not near any city, at least as far as I'm aware. There's really nothing in this area. So if you grow tired of your plot, or maybe you want to expand, what you can do is you can leave that plot. Now, that's important to understand that you have to leave it. That plot will become for sale, so other people can buy it. It won't be yours anymore, so don't leave things there thinking that you can go back to it. When you go out to start a new town, you need to find some area that's relatively open. This island really isn't the best example if you want a big town, because you need room to expand. At 16 by 16 per plot, if you want your town to accept new players, then you need a lot more land than this, because that will fill up very fast. But I'm just using this for the tutorial. So I found this open land. Now if we have a moderator, a lead moderator online, or if the owner is online, then oftentimes we can help you clear this land so that it's flat. But I'm not going to bother with that today so that you don't have to sit here and watch that. So the first thing that we need to understand, and this is difficult, this is probably the most difficult part. It's a little easier for me because I have a tool that helps me see this, but town plots have to match with something called a chunk. A chunk is just a technical term. This is how Minecraft, the server, breaks things up into segments so that it can send that information to you faster. So everything is broken up by chunks. Now the problem is you don't really have any easy way of knowing where the chunk is located. If you have a moderator online, a lead moderator who has world edit capabilities, you can ask them. They can do this a lot easier for you, so I would definitely recommend asking for help. Now, if I run something, I'm going to get a highlighted thing now. Unfortunately, you won't have access to this, but this is what the lead mod will have access to. What this does is it highlights the current chunk. This is how Minecraft has split the land. Now, our town system adheres to these chunks. So when I say 16 by 16 is how the plot works, this is what you're actually getting. By keeping plots aligned with these chunks, that makes managing things a lot easier for us owners and lead mods. If you abandon your property, or we get a town that just hasn't been touched in a long time and there's nothing there worth keeping, we can regenerate these chunks to their original state. So by keeping your land on a chunk, it makes things a little easier to manage on our end. But the problem is you can't really see these chunks. Now the moderator can see it. What I would do if it were me is I would come over and I would outline this area for you. I would flatten it and outline this with torches. That way you can see where the boundaries are. If you don't have a lead mod, or a lead mod's not available to help you and you need to know, there are a few ways to do this. I would definitely recommend checking out the Towny video that we have posted on our wiki for understanding how that works. I'm not going to go into all that yet because most of the time myself or a lead mod can help you with this. So let's say that you've already got your outline. You know where your first chunk is. This is the first place that you want to know. You need to stand inside that, and it's time for you to create a town. Now again, if you belong to a town already, you'd want to type town leave. What that's going to do is it's going to remove you from any existing town that you live in. Now what you need to do is create a new town, and that's easy to do. Just say town new and give it a name. I will just say test town. Now creating a town costs $5,000, and you have to be at least trusted or higher. That's the second level or higher to create a town. It only takes a day or so to get promoted to trusted. It's just that's the level where we make sure that you're trustworthy. At least we hope that you're trustworthy. So by typing town new, what it's going to do is it's going to turn this 16 by 16 area into the home plot of your town. This is kind of your capital, if you will. Now, you are the owner of this town. Now, for every town that's for every plot that is outside of this, that will be the wilderness. See how it shows wilderness as I walk out? I'm inside, it's town. I'm outside, it's wilderness. Once, what you need to do is expand your town. You want places for people to actually build their stuff. So this is plot number 1. I will come over here. Now again, this is just another chunk. There's another 16 by 16 grid. I will highlight it here for you to see. This is the neighboring chunk. Now again, a lead mod or somebody can easily highlight this for you with torches or something. You can also figure it out, but it's a little bit more efficient for a lead mod to do it. Whoops, let's turn it day so that you can actually see stuff. So this is the first chunk. Now you've created your home plot. That's over here. You need to create your actual first plot. This is for somebody else to buy. Maybe you'll use it, whatever. What you want to do is first you need to deposit money into your town. I'll just deposit 2,000. Now what this does is it takes money from you. So you have to earn some money for this. It takes $2,000, whatever you type in, and it deposits that into the town bank. When you claim plots, when you claim land for your town, it costs $1,000 per plot. So for each 16 by 16 grid, it's $1,000. Now, if you want to sell the plots, you can sell them at whatever price you want, $2,000, $6,000. Our plots always start at $6,400. If you want us to route new users for a couple days to your town so that you get residents and you build up an area, you have to price it at $6,400 because that's what new players are able to buy right out of spawn. So I'll deposit 2,000 into the town bank. Now, if I type town, I'll get some information about this town. So what I see here is basic information. My bank has $2,000 in it. There are some permissions that are turned off. And I get to see who the residents are, which at the moment, just me. So in the first plot, we're ready to claim this. We'll type town claim. Now, that charged $1,000. So if we look at town again, we're down to $1,000. But now, we have 2 plots. The wilderness is now out here instead. So we have a town with 2 plots, the home plot, the normal plot. Now if I wanted to put this plot up for sale, what I would do is I would say town set plot price. This will set the price for all plots in the area, but you can override it if you need to for each plot. I'll just say 6,400. Now if I just say plot FS or plot for sale, then this plot is now for sale. Now let's say a user comes to my town, they're looking for a new town, they really like the area. As soon as they walk into the plot, which again would have been highlighted with torches or some sort of boundary marker, they'll see that it's now for sale for $6,400. The process from there is pretty much the same. If they are not a part of your town, but they want to be, then you can just say town, add, and then the username. So if it was Bob wanted to be part of our town, we can say town add Bob. What that's going to do is it's going to let him be a resident of our town so that he's allowed to buy plots in this town. So just like the welcome video showed you, walking in over a plot, it'll show $6,400. You can type plot claim and that will buy it for you. That's pretty much it. After this, it's just the matter of setting up streets, maybe setting up some public buildings, maybe doing some landscaping, making sure your town looks nice. But at this stage, everybody can actually build. Everybody can buy. Now, with Towny, it's excellent because you can set taxes. You can make income. So if you've listed all these plots for $6,400 and you only bought them for $1,000, then you're obviously making a $5,400 profit. Excellent. You're going to be able to make money way faster than if you were to just keep selling your sugarcane at Crafties. So as the town earns money, it'll go back into the account, so you can always type in town. as that town ranks more money in, you can actually buy more plots. You can actually withdraw that main money for yourself since you're the mayor. And over time, people will obviously abandon their properties, and some people come, they play for an hour, and then they leave. That happens, it's natural. You can easily sell the plot again, but you can sell it for more money. Maybe you want to sell the house along with it. Maybe they've built something worthwhile. Or you can decide to strip it all down and make it. So when you're creating a town, it's entirely up to you. The only thing we recommend is just having some basic streets and keeping the plots at 6,400, and that's it. So I really encourage you to create a town. It's definitely an exciting thing, and the people who have done it so far really, really enjoy it. Thank you.